Dahlias are so easy to grow and they add a variety of bright colours to your garden. They'll start flowering in the summer and continue right through until the autumn, when many other plants are past their best. Your dahlias will arrive as dormant tubers and should be planted between mid-April and May. Prepare a planting hole that allows the crown to sit about 15 cm deep and is wide enough to accommodate the dahlia tuber. Place the tuber inside the hole with the eye facing upwards. This is the central point where the tubers meet. It's worth inserting a stake at this stage, such as a bamboo cane or a twiggy stick, to help support your dahlia as it grows. This saves accidentally driving the stake through the tuber later on. Backfill with the remaining soil and gently firm in. Make sure you water your dahlias in after planting to settle the soil. Keep an eye out for slugs and snails as they love the young emerging shoots. Dahlias can also be potted up in April and grown on in frost-free conditions until all risk of frost has passed in late May or June. Provided the compost is damp, you shouldn't need to water your dahlias until the shoots emerge. Dahlias also benefit from being pinched out when they're young to encourage branching and more flowers. Simply pinch out the growing tip just above a set of leaves. Dahlias can be pinched again once the side shoots have grown. For the biggest flowers, it's best to only allow 3 to 5 stems to develop. Taller dahlias require staking as they're prone to flopping over. Simply tie in the stems using a figure of 8 to stop the stem rubbing the cane. When flowers appear, start to feed your dahlia with a high potash fertiliser such as tomato feed about every 2 weeks until early September. It's important to deadhead your dahlias as the flowers fade to encourage more blooms to be produced. The spent flowers look similar to the new flower buds, but you can tell them apart by taking a closer look at their shape. The spent flowers are elongated in comparison to the rounder flower buds. Simply cut the spent flowers just above a pair of leaves to keep the plant looking tidy. Dahlia tubers are best lifted in the autumn and overwintered under cover. Once the frosts have blackened the foliage, gently lift your dahlia using a garden fork. If you've grown them in containers, gently remove them from the pot. Once lifted, trim the stems and clean the tubers. Remove as much compost or soil as you can without damaging the tuber, and then trim off any fine roots. Place the tubers upside down in trays for a few weeks to dry thoroughly. Once they're dry, you can place them in boxes of damp sand, wood shavings or peat-free compost and store in a cool but frost-free place. It's a good idea to check on them throughout the winter and remove any that show signs of rotting. You can replant your dahlias in the spring, around late April or May time, ready for another fabulous summer display.